Welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Whitaker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the App State Mountaineers return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man quickly. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. Sweet feet on the move. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Mountaineers have taken it inside the 20. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room into the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Dropping back, it's Goodman. He's got his man.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Damn, bro.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. The give to the back.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes.
Oh, shit.
And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. Still running at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Makes a man miss. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to run it in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get 1 more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Appalachian State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go, and wings it incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looking to throw, it's Goodman. Trying to make magic with his feet. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They're trying to get to it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Timeout, California.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He got it. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a second. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Appalachian State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Really?
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Goodman. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field, trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to pass. It's Goodman. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why his quarterbacks... off the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
It might be a good thing that he sailed that one and wasn't accurate because obviously two defenders double-teaming the wide receiver, not letting him get open. And
trying to beat the D deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Racing to the right. Touchdown, App State. And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field to score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Pulls his way forward. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. The give out of the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Running back goes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes.
Oh, man,
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it. Get it to your running back. Let him do the rest. Chew up some yardage and make the big play for the offense.
Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1st down to start the drive after the break. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contained. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket.
Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th. Go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty hands.
And now the hit knocks it loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass.
The pass on 1st down, caught by the back.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Back to pass, it's Goodman. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Unloads it left. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Touchdown, App State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're bringing heat. Swings it out to the flat. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Arizona State somehow, some way, found a way there in Tempe and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we
Lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the stomping has commenced. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Going up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Appalachian State. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score App State 63, Cal 10.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in.
He's going to fire deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to...
And that's it for me.